There we go. Good morning. Good morning, Whopper Plopper. Good morning, Virginia Farm Pond. It has just begun. Guys, it's not a big fish, but it's a topwater fish. And I'm out here in Virginia, second time ever fishing this absolutely gorgeous farm pond that my buddy Chris has access to fish. And he's out there in his pelican on one side, I'm on the other. It's not a big one, but there's giants in here. So we're gonna start the morning off with a little topwater, and the black Whopper Plopper 130 is tied on. Let's get going and see what we can do. All right, the Whopper Plopper's tied onto a meat stick. This is a 7.5 foot heavy action. It's a custom rod. It's really kind of a no-name brand. It's I don't think the company's even in existence anymore, but I've got a really great speed spool BB1 with 50-pound test. This happens to be Power Pro, just classic braid. So I'm literally staying as close as I can to the bank, parallel on the shore. I'm convinced that in 75-degree water there's a lot of fish hanging on the banks, and sure enough, that's where that guy was. So we're gonna keep the routine going and see if we can pop one of those giants that we know live here. Oh, there's number 2, killer. Oh my God, what a bite. What a topwater. Oh, it's a good fish too. It's a great one. It's moving the pelican. My God, this is a good fish. Second fish of the day, only the second cast after that nice little one. This is a big one. I knew there was giants in here, and I've only been fishing for like 10 minutes. Oh my God, farm ponds all day long. This is a big fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is a big fish. Oh, look at this fish. Oh my God, it's a giant. Oh, it's a great big fish on the Whopper. Let me give him a little line and play. What a awesome bass. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's giant. Let's get this. Look at the hump on his back. He is not going anywhere. Come here. Come here. What the heck is going on? Only 10 minutes in, folks. Look at this giant. That is an absolute enormous fish. Post spawn, look at its skinny little belly. Could you imagine if that thing had a belly on it, what we're dealing with? Look at the mouth on this thing. Topwater, farm pond, Whopper Plopper. Man, he just absolutely annihilated. This is incredible. After the past few videos you've seen, I've been dealing with crazy numbers, but now I'm out here in a farm pond, and the second fish of the day is an absolute giant. So there's more in here. So folks, stay tuned. Let me get this out real quick. All right, got the last hook out of that beast. There he goes. Finally got the hooks out. It was like a little mild surgery to get the hooks out of this beast. He's got such a hard, solid mouth. So there we go. I'm gonna weigh it. I'm actually gonna weigh this fish since it's the first fish of the day. Let me get out my BOGO grip, which I know I have in here. All right, I got myself a BOGO grip. Let's see how this thing pans out weight-wise. 5.5. There's my first big fish of the day, and it's a 5.5 pounder. That fish easily would have been over 6. Easily would have been over 6 if it was pre-spawn. All right, folks, let's put this beauty back. Back she goes. Oh, another good one. Oh gosh, what a hit. Another decent fish, nothing like the last one, but it's got some meat to its bones. Let me slide it in here. I'm gonna surf it a little bit. I got the stick, and I got the line, and I got the hooks to bring them in like that real quick. Again, about the same size as the first one, but topwater. Thank you, River2Sea. I knew it. All right, my buddy Chris has got his first topwater fish, and he's got a Whopper Plopper going on too. So I've got the black loon color. He's actually throwing the monkey butt. The monkey butt's that real natural powdered one. But I'm telling you, as much noise as these things make, this water's kind of tannic. It's not terribly stained like it was back in the winter when I was fishing here. But he's obviously got one on the monkey butt color. How big is it? Just a little one? All right, so probably about the same size as the one from what I can see. And he's a little bit ways away. But that's Chris's first topwater fish of the day and first fish of the day. So we're 4 fish in within about a half an hour barely. What's so awesome about a Whopper Plopper, it's got 2 big treble hooks. And unlike a buzzbait that has just 1 hook and maybe 2 if you had a trailer, there's that many hooks to get into a fish. So unlike a frog also, where you got to really let them eat it and really give it to them, a Whopper Plopper with 2 treble hooks and a moving bait, you've got all kinds of momentum coming through the water. You got those treble hits to bury them, along with the impact of the hit and you pulling the bait. It's hard to miss. I mean, unless it's a small fish or he just misses it altogether, pushes the bait out of the way as he blows up on it. It's gonna be a rare day that you actually miss a fish with this. Just make sure you're fishing the 130 size on a pretty good size, like I said, meat stick, 7.5. Ideally, a heavy action, it's a heavy bait, and definitely fish it with minimum. You can go 30-pound braid, but minimum 50-pound braid is probably my recommendation, just for the little more buoyancy of the thicker diameter of the braid, and definitely for the strength, depending on the conditions and the structure, I should say, cover you're fishing in. All right, I'm gonna try and call this one. I got one little patch of lily pads. It's like the loneliest patch of lily pads I've ever seen on our body of water. I don't see any lily pads anywhere on this entire farm pond. It's a pretty big farm pond, but that patch of lily pads has got to hold bait fish. It's got to hold bass, because they love cover like that. So let's just see if I can skim the edges of it with this Whopper Plopper. I should have been a little bit past it, but let's just see what happens. Oh, there he is. Oh, I got him right out, not right on the edge of the lily pads, but close, and it's a nice one. Oh my gosh, it's a nice one. It's not quite as big as the other one, but I don't know, maybe. It's so hard to tell. That was a pretty far, a bite pretty far away. It's not quite as big, but it's another really nice fish. He's really well hooked. I'm gonna go ahead and do my, oh, look at this. Oh my God, that's awesome. That's another nice fish. That's nothing like that first one, but that's another chunky fish. I somewhat called it. It was near it. It wasn't right at it. But check it out. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. All these are post-spawn. Look at the skinny bellies on them. Man, if I was out here during the spawn, that would have been absolutely insane, but I'm still happy to be here, believe me. I have a feeling you're gonna catch a giant, so I kind of want to fish near you, you know what I mean? Yeah, you all kind of, what's cool is that I'll kind of parallel it and you throw it at the bank, whatever you want to do. And that way we'll be covering water in different angles.
Yeah, I caught mine.
The big one? I mean, in the
biggest one that I caught, I think, yeah.
Oh, the one.
I'm saying right back here, there's, I think, a lot of good fish.
Oh, there's no doubt. Right on this point right here. See this point right there? Oh no, don't go under me. Watch it happen. Ready? There it is, right there in front of you. I knew it. I told you it was going to be one on that point, dude. Throw over there. There's probably a couple of them. Wow, I'm right here next to Chris. He's motoring over. Oh my God, it's a giant. Dude, how big is that fish? Call it, Chris. How big do you think it is?
4.5, 5.
Oh my God, that is awesome. I just caught it. He said, I don't know. What do you think? Did I cut you off or what? Oh my God, that's a giant. Oh no, it's dude, there's got to be another one there for you. Go ahead. Oh my God, look at, holy crap. This might be 7. This might be 7. I'm telling you right now, that is a giant. Oh my God, Chris. He's got the camera. Jeez.
Oh my God, you bastard.
I said, look at that point right there, and he started motoring over to it.
He had a fish and said not to cut people off, and look what he did.
Oh my Lord, I would have never, I should have guessed, right? This fish does not look like it's, I don't know. It looks like it might have some eggs on it, right? Folks, check that beast out on the Whopper Plopper. That's a 5.5, a 3, 3.5, and here we go. Ready? Caught the bogey rip. I rarely weigh fish, but I had a feeling it was gonna come out here. I got a little ahead of myself thinking 7. It's been a while since I caught one that big. That fish goes right at about 6. So that fish is just barely 6, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God. Hey, Chris, I'm not fishing until you get one. I'm not fishing. You go ahead, until you catch a giant like this, I'm not throwing another cast. And you know what? I'm lying. You better get fishing, buddy. All right, guys. The day has just begun. I mean, seriously, we've only been out here probably, what, an hour and a half? Yeah. Oh my God, that was awesome. Okay, so we got a 5.5, we got a 6, we got a 3.
I'm not
and I'm stuck in here. Chris says he's not gonna get me out, so I'm going to be fishing in one spot for the rest of the day. All right, we're still reeling from that last reel in of a giant, and Chris is over there right over the side of the point where I just smoked him right behind his boat. Isn't that funny that, you know, sometimes you think that you're making all kinds of noise, and it's a testament to how quiet these pelican bass raiders are. You're just slipping around in here, and you got your little trolling motor just barely creeping, and you got aggressive fish. I mean, it doesn't take much to entice them to bite, even if you're right on top of them. So. Yeah, I do want to catch another one right behind you. That's the irony. I was kind of right behind you, but I got ahead of you at the same time, right? Oh my God, I got you looking. Dude, this is incredible. I mean, you can see I'm like a kid in a candy store right now, right? Dude, I fished a lot, and I do this a lot. I still can't get enough of it. It just kills me, dude. All right, folks, the morning sun has appeared. It's time for me to break out the shades, and it's time for me to put up the Whopper Plopper. And folks, we're making this, I don't know how many parts. There might be multiple parts to these videos. So this was part 1, Virginia Farm Pond. I'm gonna start breaking out some other ideas. Folks, as always, I appreciate you joining me. As always, I appreciate you subscribing.
Over and out.
And until we meet again,
Over and out.
over and out.